everybody. It is Friday, July the 23rd, about 4:50 a.m. here in Arizona, almost New Mexico. Started driving a couple hours ago, but the sun is starting to peak a little bit. You can kind of see this. The clouds are kind of lighting up from the sun coming up. It's more to the left that it's starting to peak, but I thought I'd give you guys an update this morning before I got into heavy traffic as I get into some of the bigger towns and cities. So we are on our way to Florida. We left Phoenix yesterday, drove out to Jurupa Valley, where we picked up our load at the terminal. While I was doing my pre-trip, taking a look at the tires on the trailer, they were pretty bad. It looked like there was spots that had flattened and tore up the tread. And the way that happens is usually a yard goat or somebody spun the trailer. So if you do a U-turn with the trailer, the back tires don't move much, which means that the ground is like spinning under that tire and it pulls that tread apart. It looks like they had the passenger side tires, all of those tires are new, where the driver's side, all of those had these spin marks. So I ended up taking the trailer over to the shop and requesting that they change out those tires. Now, he did say that he did change 2 of them, which were pretty bad. If I were like to hit a rock just right, it would have blown the tire. So he changed 2 of them. He said the other 2 were okay. They were DOT compliant because it wasn't as deep. But I wasn't happy with that because I just think, I'm traveling 2,500 miles. I don't want a tire to blow, but, what do you do? If they're DOT compliant, there's still enough tread depth to it, then okay. Well, I took photos of it in case there's a problem. I have photos to show kind of what it looked like, and that I requested for them to be changed. That way, if there's a problem, we can trace it back to where it belongs. That I did do my pre-trip, and it was noted. So, anyway, so that took us a little bit of time to get that done. And so by the time that was complete, it was time for Alex to drive. So we went ahead and switched out, and then I went to bed, which I snoozed almost the whole time. It was crazy. I don't know why I sleep so good in the truck compared to the hotel. I would go to the bed, but then I'd wake up really early, and then I'd be tired all day. But in the truck, I'll sleep 10 hours and wake up and I feel great. So I don't know. It's something about being on the road, the vibration of the road, or I don't know. Maybe it's because I know I'm making money while I'm sleeping. I don't know. But anyhow, you can see the sun is really starting to come up nice through the clouds. Anyhow, so we were... So Alex brought us back, made it through Tucson before we switched out, and he really went through quite a bit of rain. When I woke up on my phone, there was some warnings about flash flood warnings, a flash flood watch. So yeah, Arizona's getting the monsoons this year. Last year, man, we didn't have hardly any rain during monsoon season. This year, they're really getting soaked. So, anyhow, so here we are, heading on down the road. So a couple things that I've heard on the news the last couple of days is we're really pushing into this pandemic again. It's really a pandemic for them, it's like flu symptoms, not like the corona respiratory symptoms. So, you know, and I've said this, and they've said this all along, the vaccine does not guarantee you will not get the coronavirus. That's that efficacy, or I can't even say the word. I know what it is, I can't say it. That is the effectiveness, is that you have a higher percentage of not getting it. But where the benefit is, you have 100% against death or hospitalization, severe symptoms. So a lot of places are now looking at re-mandating masks. Now, I know I heard something about LA County indoors requiring masks again. I think we're going to get back to that with such a low population being vaccinated, that we're still not in a position that, I don't know, to me I feel like they lowered those requirements too soon.
Approaching a way station in 5.0 miles.
So, I don't know, we'll see. But my concern is that my friends and loved ones will be safe. And I'd urge those that didn't get vaccinated to consider looking at that. Look at the truth behind it. Don't look at all the hype and the political crap. Look at the truth and the health behind it. Because
you are approaching a way station in 5.0 miles.
It's pretty important that we are, that my friends and family are going to be around. And, you know, if you're not going to get the vaccination, really the importance of continuing to mask up, socially distance. It's done as well up until they dropped all these mandates. We were actually moving the right direction. So I don't know. I urge everybody, if you haven't been vaccinated, to look at it again. Look at the facts. Don't look at the hype. Don't look at social media for your facts. Actually look at reputable sources. Don't look at the clowns on social media. Especially for the young ones. I mean, if anything else, do it to save these kids, man. These kids under 12, they're not able to get the vaccine, and here they're getting sick because adults that have that ability are not getting vaccinated, and it's sad. You know, one of the stories that really touched my heart yesterday was, I don't know the age of the person, but this doctor was talking about the person who's being treated and being intubated for not being able to breathe with COVID, begging for the vaccine. You know, the doctor's like, unfortunately, at this stage it's too late. That vaccine's not going to do anything. You have to get over this disease now. And there's another family where the person died, and you know, the doctor said, you know, if anything else, for the memory of your loved one that passed, get vaccinated. And they say, well, we didn't know, we thought it was a hoax. Folks, it's not a hoax, it's true, it's real. So think about that. And then the other thing, man, all these fires, we're having some craziness. So definitely this year, I have really been able to see the effect of our global warming this year. And I think everybody should have opened some eyes. We've been seeing earlier and stronger hurricanes for a while now. But now we're seeing these heat waves running through the northwest at record temps. We're seeing all this flooding in the east. This is some of the biggest monsoons I've seen in
You are approaching
Arizona
a way station
in
in
years.
1.1 miles.
So hopefully I'm gonna get a bypass here at this wait station, so you might hear a beep. We'll see if I bypass. Anyhow, so a lot of craziness going on. I think that we reacted a bit slow when it came to our environment. I think that.
You are approaching a way station in 1.1 miles.
Okay, lady. Dang. The way station's right here. And my side is a closed way station, which means we're about to cross over state line here in just a little bit. Anyhow, so that's kind of crazy. Seeing all this flooding and seeing all the weather events that are taking place due to global warming. I heard about like the glaciers are melting quicker than they normally have been, which is causing bigger icebergs, and the seashell the frozen seashell for something is like reducing pretty quick, which is going to cause flooding and raising ocean. I don't know, just all kinds of stuff going on. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. But anyways, so yeah, that's the latest things I've been hearing in the news. The Olympics are going on right now. Quite a few COVID cases in dealing with the Olympics, even at the Olympic Village. Which was bound to happen. All the protesters protesting because they didn't want the Olympics taking place in their homes because of the pandemic. So I don't know. I guess the opening ceremony took place. The flame made it after the month-long journey from Greece. So what else? I think that's about it. Those are the things, the highlights in the news that I heard this morning. So yeah, that's about it. I've been kind of getting the itch to go back to Universal Studios, but with the pandemic rearing its head again and pulling itself back out, I don't know. Maybe I just need to keep driving and make money and keep myself distanced from areas where a lot of people are gathering. Sorry, it's so shaky. The roads are pretty crappy right towards the borders. Neither side wants to take care of the roads. So yeah, that's about it this morning. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. It's a nice sunrise here this morning. The sun's going to be peeking through pretty soon. I'll be throwing on my sunglasses shortly. But anyways, I will go ahead and update you guys again tomorrow morning where we are. Most likely we'll still be in Texas since we're going along the bottom of Texas. It takes us a full day to get through Texas. So we'll probably be in Texas the majority of today, and then we'll start passing through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then into Florida on Saturday. We're looking at pulling into Jacksonville, Florida, about 10 or 10:30 p.m. on Saturday. So, all right, y'all. Well, I love y'all. Please be safe. Mask up, wash your hands, social distance when necessary, and indoors if you can. After all, it's just a mask. And I love y'all. Be safe.